Vahaguru, 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 Guru, Vah, 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 Guru, Vahaguru, 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 Guru, Vahaguru, 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 Guru, Vahaguru, Vahaguru, Guru, Vahaguru, Vahaguru, Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਪਰ ਧਨ ਪਰ ਦਾਰਾ ਪਰ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਇਨਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਨਿਵਾਰ। ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਸੇਵੀ ਰਿਦ ਅੰਤਰ ਗੁਰ ਪੂਰੇ ਕੈ ਆਧਾਰ। ਪਰ ਧਨ, we discussed yesterday also, somebody's else wealth. Par dara, somebody's else wife. Par ninda, slandering and gossiping of obviously of others. Inisyo preet nivar, make sure I don't have love for these things. Because that's the rus, that's the love mostly people have. All the minds, they love these things, right? Charan kamal sevi rid antar gur pura ke adhar. And they don't love these things. We are doing ardas, that preet nivar, that we should not have love for these things. And it is only possible when we will do a seva of Charan Kamal, as in the Naam, the lotus feet, Charan Kamal Rid Antar, in the heart, in the mind. Guru Pura Ka Ada. That's how we take a support. That's why we read the Shabad. Kam Krodh Ar Lobh Moh Binas Jai Ahmev Nanak Prabh Sharanagati Kar Prasad Gurudev. If you will listen to these shabads, and even when we discuss about five thieves, calm always comes in the number one. Calm vasana. We're talking about a calm vasana here. Sexual desire. Maharaj, same thing Maharaj is telling us here on Ang 403. Asa Mahalla Panjwa. Nimak Kam Swad Karan Kot Dinas Dukh Pave. If you have sexual desire, sexual pleasures with others, pardara. And even if you get involved little bit, just for a moment, nimak ki khyal bhi le liya. Even when we have taken the thought also for pardara, for other person's wife, even if we have a thought also, or I should say other person's spouse, or if you are not connected with any lady, right? That is very dangerous, Maharaj says. Because calm is such that when somebody gets involved, when the mind gets involved in calm, maybe the pleasure is momentarily. That's what Maharaj is saying. Nimak calm swad karan kot dinas dukh pave. For millions of days will stuck in pain. That's why we have to be very careful. And if somebody tells you, कि Minnu ji, I am okay with this, I don't have that sexual desire and all, it's very, very rare people. Rarest of rare. Very few people, Guru Pyareo. But again, we don't have to judge others. We have to judge ourselves. Now, in a normal sessions and all, we'll say, okay, do more Simran, do more Gurbani. Yes, that's all is true. But I always tell, especially to the youth, because this problem is not just in the youth, it starts in the young age, but it goes and goes till the old age also. Physical body has a pain, but that sexual desire is still there. The calm vasana is still there. I always say, make sure what is our input. When you watch something, when you see something, when you hear something, when you touch something, this is the role of the senses, indriya. Whatever we will use indriya for, the senses for, it's an input for our brain, input for our mind. Even if we are not acting on it, it is still going in. That's why Maharaj says, all the time remember Vaheguru. So that don't even get a time to get these inputs. Especially in Kal Yug, Kalada Yug, in this day and age, we have, computers, internet, AI. It's very difficult, especially for the young kids. Parents should talk with them, right? There is an appropriate time for everything. That's why in Gurmat there is Grasti Jivan. Grasti Jivan is family life. Once you have a family, that is your time. But if you're young, what is the time for right now? For sports, for education, for other things. Enjoyment doesn't only is not only calm vasana, not only just the sexual pleasure. There are other things in the life, right? And how to deal with this? First of all, don't make yourself available for these inputs. Whatever you're watching, stop there. Otherwise, it will continue. The other thing is distract your mind. Learn from Carl. You know what Carl does? When you're thinking good, it will put your focus on some other thing, something bad, something in Rajogun, something in Tamogun, something in Sattogun, somewhere. It will change your perspective. That's what how the Carl plays with us. Learn from him. If you are in Tamogun, as in if you are having a darker thoughts, it is very difficult if I tell you to start doing Simran. Very difficult for those. The mind is in Tamogun and it is very, very difficult. First, you have to bring your mind from Tamogun to Rajogun, then from Rajogun to Satogun. That's how you change the mind's perspective. But if you have a dark thoughts, and doesn't have to be a sexual desire, it can be a growth also, anger also, it can be a ego also. Whatever it is, distract your mind. Learn from Carl. Move to a Rajogun. Start thinking, start worrying about your job. Maybe start worrying about your education or your assignments or anything which is more critical for that. Although it is still a bad thought, it's not a good thought, but at least it is a progress. Again, the idea is not to go from a bad thought to a good thought. The idea is to go to the zero thoughts, no thoughts at all. But it will not happen right away. If somebody will tell you, if I will tell you that it is going to happen overnight, it's not. It's a practice. You have to discipline your mind. That's why Maharaj says, and the best thing Maharaj says will happen is when you will come to the Sangat. Ai Panthi Sagal Jamati Manjita Jagjeet. You will win your mind only when you'll come in the Sangat, in the Sangat of saints. Nimak Kam Swad Karan Kod Dinas Dukh Pave, because once that Purti is not there, once that sexual desire is not fulfilled, mind will start thinking about that continuously. And what happens is when they continue thinking about it, Maharaj says it's like every day you are thinking about Kam Vasna. Kari Maut Rang Mane, Fir Bahar Bahar Pachtawe. And then they act on it. Then those minds will act on it. Sometimes it becomes an addiction. Gurbani is so beautiful, it talks about these problems which people face today also. That's why Gurbani is always new. Sahib Mera Nit Nama. It's always fresh. Gurbani is always fresh. Kareem Hot, even a little bit kadi, 24 minutes. Maharaj says, even a little bit, if you are thinking about it, or if you are involved in that pleasures of the calm, then later you are always repenting, regretting. Again and again you will regret. Why did I do that? And in Sikhi, especially in Sikhi, when somebody takes an Amrit, calm vasana is called a Bajjar Kurat. If you get involved with a partner other than yours partner, right? Some other person's partner, Pardara, it is called Bajjar Kurat. There are Bajjar Kurat of cutting the hair is a Bajjar Kurat. Involving in the sexual desire with other than your partner is a Bajjar Kurat. Taking drugs is a Bajjar Kurat. Eating meat is a Bajjar Kurat, right? But the most dangerous is the Kam Vasana, the sexual desire, which people get it. But after that, they repent. And then they repent in Panch Pyare, in front of Panch Pyare. But I have seen people have gone to Panch Pyare for this multiple times. With Vaiguruji's Kirpa, long time back, I used to go, Maharaj used to take her seva regularly in the Panch Pyare, in the Amrit Sanchar. And there I have seen so many people will come again and again with a problem. This is a real problem. We should not say, oh, no, no, no. This person is Gursikh, he has a bana, she has a bana, and they don't have a problem. It is natural because we have these hormones naturally. We have to distract our mind. We have to learn how to distract our mind. If you tell somebody, oh, read Gurbani, do Simran, it may not change. It may not change. Because these are the things which are already there in our mind. Plus, we have made it a horrible thing. It is only horrible, Guru Pyareo, if you are involved other than your partner. Then only it's horrible. Otherwise, it is part of the Char Padarat. Because if the procreation is not going to be there, how the world will run? And people don't want to discuss that. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has dedicated the full book on that. It's called Charitrapakyan. It's controversial in the Panth, but they talk about these things, about the Charitra, about the character, because character is very important. Achar, we discussed about before also, when Pai Nandalal ji asked Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he talked about Achar, the character. Character is very important. And character can only happen when we will not just read the Gurbani, not just do the Simran, when we will follow the Guru's mat, Guru Pyareo, follows Guru mat, right? Especially for the youngsters, focus more, spend more time in physical sports, in a gym, or even for everybody, right? करी मोहत रंग माने फिर बहुत बहुत पछतावे. Otherwise, we will regret once we'll go through these things. And Maharaj call these minds ande. And you are blind. Why don't you meditate on the one Vaheguru? Because the pleasure of the pleasure of Nam is far, far more better than any other pleasure of this world. The pleasure of Nam is far, far more better than anything in this world. But we have to taste it. We have to taste it. If we don't taste it, Maharaj calls Ande. Maharaj don't call a person blind who has a physical disability. Maharaj call those people who have physical eyes, they can see it, but their mind is blind. Meaning, mind is not meditating on Naam. Mind is not doing Simran. Mind is not following the wisdom. That is called Anda, the blind. Ande, oh blind, Chet Har Har Raya, meditate on one. Then only there will be slowly, it will not be again overnight. Then you can leave the calm vasana. Then only. Otherwise, not. Otherwise, we start when we are young and it continues. Very difficult. अंधे चेत चेत हर राया तेरा सो दिन नेड़े आया कहते why don't you remember then the day is going to come when these germs are going to take you, when you have to leave your body, or a death, when death will come, when the angel of death will come and will take you, then you have to go kari kari ka lekha mange. Then every kadi, every time, every moment, every minute, every second we have spent in every anything, they are going to ask for the account. What did you do? Then what answer we are going to give? तेरा सो दिन नेड़े आया रहाओ अंधे चेत हर हर राया. Remember, chet means to remember, har raya means why guru, why guru, because if you are not going to do it, then the day is going to come when you have to leave this body, when the death is going to come. पलक दृष्ट देख भूलो आक नीम को तुमर. Aak is also bitter. The neem leaves, if you know about the neem leaves, it's a herb actually. It's good for your health. It looks beautiful, it smells beautiful, but when you taste it, it's bitter. Maharaj says same thing about the when we do pardara, par nindya, par whatever we are doing, whatever desires we have, it looks beautiful. You look into the physical body and you see think it's beautiful, but when you get involved and then you regret, it is like a bitter feeling after that. Because it's bitter. बाद चो पछताने असी. जैसा संग बिसियर स्यो है रे तैसो ही है पर ग्रह. Don't get so much connected with the physical body. Don't get so much connected with the physical pleasures. Any pleasure, not just the sexual pleasure. Eating, pleasure of eating, pleasure of sleeping, or anything physical. Maharaj says it is like you are in a company of a snake. You like your friend snake, and then you play with the snake, and then the moment comes when he is going to bite you. Poisonous bite. Same is the thing. When we are so much connected with our physical body, and then the day comes when we have to leave the body, and Guru Pyaro, this is the truth. If you have seen it, people dying, it is very difficult to leave your body. Because they have never understood how to leave their body, their consciousness, how they have left the physical body. If they have not learned how to leave the consciousness, then when the subtle body has to leave, subtle body, remember, is stitched with the physical body. Sito, Sita, Mema, Mahe. It is stitched. When it is stitched, now if something is stitched, when you remove it, it is very difficult. Maharaj is saying the same thing. Then when you will have to leave, it is going to be very painful. So Maharaj says, be careful about it. Don't get involved in the things, in the companionships, in the sexual desire. Don't get involved. Because otherwise, it's like a company of a snake, right? Very poisonous. And Maharaj is saying in the house, Tuk, Tera Sodin Neda Aya. When the day will come to leave your body and if your mind is still busy in thinking about this, then what is going to happen? It's going to be very difficult to leave the body. जैसा संग बिसियर स्यो है रे तैसो ही है पर ग्रह other house. This grah is also par Guru Pyareo. This is body, is physical body is not ours because it's Maya, it's permanent. Once with the Gurmukhs and all with the saints, I was having a discussion with the old saints, and they're saying this body is made out of mitti. Mitti. Mitti plus mitti, dust plus dust, sand plus sand is equal to sand. Nothing else. And in Gurbani, the definition is Bishta ast rakat parete sham. As this body is, what is it? Bishta? Bishta is poop. Ast is astiyan as in bones. Rakat is blood. On top of that, there is a chum, there is a skin. That's what it is. My friends who are doctors and all in India, one of my friend is one of the very famous surgeon in India, in Punjab, and he do surgeries like day in, day out. And he was telling me, Raman, when we do the surgery, and sometimes the smell internally comes out of the body so stinky, so filthy. That's why they wear all the gloves and everything and masks and all, because they don't want to smell it. So the reality is this physical body is a filth, not just the mind, even the body is filth. And we are going behind other person's filth. पर ग्रह अपना छड़ के अपना घर छड़ के दूजे दे घर जा रहे हैं. We are leaving our own house and going. Guru Pyara, if you want to experience something, you have to experience leaving this physical body, as in the conscious mind should leave the physical body. And when the day will come to finally leave this physical body, you are not going to regret. You know where you are going. Otherwise, बहुत पछतावांगे. Otherwise, we'll regret. बैरी कारण पाप करता बस्त रही अमाना. This doesn't belong to you. O blind fool, who are our enemies? Calm is our enemy. These five thieves are our enemy. Lust is an enemy. It's a berry. It's not ours. Greed is our enemy. Anger is our enemy. Ego is our enemy. These are our enemies. And they are provoking us. Maharaj in Gurbani says, कहो कबीर पंचों का झगड़ा झगड़त जन्म गवाया. When one person is getting involved in an argument or anything with the other person, that person is not actually involved. That mind is actually not involved. The five thieves from this body is having a clash with the five thieves of the other person's body. That's why Maharaj says, Bari karan paap karta. Because of these enemies, you are doing the paap. You're taking these thoughts, darker thoughts. Bast rahi amana. But you are forgotten that the reality is that bast which is inside is, which has been given to you, that naam bast. And it is very, very important. Remember, bast anup beech pai. Bast is the naam, which is inside us. And if we will not connect with that, it's like somebody gave you a treasure and you don't want to look into the treasure, you want to look into the garbage. Let's say you rent apartment, there is a treasure box also, and then there is garbage also. Mind is, if the person is only looking at the garbage and not using the treasure, and we are wasting our life, wasting the time in that house. Same thing we are doing. We are ignoring the jewel which is there inside, and we are connecting with that garbage. Sagal sansar eh bid vyapyo. And they all the world. It's not just you. Some people say when we go in the Sangat, oh, I have this problem, Kam the problem, Krodh the problem. Oh, everybody has it. We are not all alone. People who look religious, wearing religious robes and all, they look religious and all, they also have this. All of us have it. Sagal sansar eh bid vyapyo. So ubryo jis gurupura. And that the only way to come out of this is when we connect with the Satguru, the Pura Guru, the divine which is inside us. Because divine is also inside us, the five thieves are also inside us. Now it's up to us where we connect. And it is not overnight. We have to practice, practice, practice. Make our mind disciplined. Mind will always tell you to go behind five thieves. Always. Not just for the kids, for the everybody. But we have to practice. Bring our mind back. Bring our mind back. Back where? Back to our house. Nijkar, thirkar. Kaho nanak, pav sagar tareo, pae puneet shrira. When we will connect with the Satguru. When we will connect with the Satguru, then only we can cross. Otherwise, we will stay here and we'll be in reincarnation. We'll reincarnate again and again and we'll stay in filth. Asa Mahalla Panjwa Dupde. Dupde means two shabads, two sloks in one shabad. Look kamano soi tum pekhyo, mood mugad mukarani. Luke kamano. You know what Luke is? When you hide yourself. Some people, they want to do bad things. They are under the influence of five thieves. All of us, let's take it for granted that all of us gets involved in these. But some people, more we should say most of the people, they will get involved in the bad things behind the curtain. Look, okay, by hiding themselves. But Maharaj is watching. Maharaj is looking. The divine, because divine is sitting inside you, right inside you. And you think nobody is looking at you. That is Satguru Ji, that divine is within us. Luke kamano soi tum pekhyo, mood mugad mukarani. And then when people get caught, let's say if a thief gets caught stealing, and then he says, no, I never did it. I never did it. Main nahi kita ji. They will deny. Mood mugad mukarani. The fool. Fool will say, no, I didn't do it. You got caught red handed. How can you say that? Same thing, Guru Pyareo. When we do any karam we do, any lies we say, we can tell others that we didn't do it, but we cannot hide it from the Sadguru. We cannot hide it from the saints. Let me be very honest with you. People who are in the good spiritual state, there are techniques in Gurbani. You can look into the face of a person and you can tell them if their person is lying or not. Whether the person has is drenched in sexual desire or not. And we need to learn that and we need to teach that to our kids because our kids get vulnerable. They don't talk. And we have to teach them. And kids will learn very fast, but only when we will do Simran. If I teach somebody right now, you know what's going to happen? They will know the technique, but it is not going to help them. Because till the time the mind is not pure, mind is filthy, mind is not stable, mind is wandering. Even if I teach them, even if we teach them, they are not gonna, it's not gonna work them. However, the kids' minds are mostly very, very komal. It's beautiful mind. They have pure mind. So it's easy for them to. But Maharaj is giving us a message to all of us here. Don't think that you can hide and do bad things and you can sin. Vaheguru Ji is watching you. आप कमाणो कोले बांधे फिर पाछे पछतानी. And then what is happening? We are, because any karam which we do, दद्दा दोष ना दीजै किसे दोष कर्मा अपने आ जो मैं किया सो मैं पाया दोष ना दीजै अवर जना. And when we do this, आप कमाणो कोले बांधे, because these are the bandhans, these are the bondages. And then later we will repent. Today we may say, oh, I never did that. That's what people do, right? That's what most of us do. Because we want to be good in front of others. But remember, we cannot act in front of the divine which is inside us. Prab mere sab vid aage jani. Whatever I am doing, ਇਹ ਭੁਲੇਖਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ. there's a param which we have, there's a doubt which we have, then nothing is going to go on the other side. Some people say that. They say, who has seen what's going to happen on the next side? There's no next side. I'm just going to leave the body and it's going to stay here. No, you will be judged. Prabh mere sab vid aage jani. Every karam which we do, every action which we do, even if we take a thought, it's going to go. He's watching us. Pram ke मुंह से तू राखत पर्दा पाछे जी की मानी. But Vaheguru Ji is graceful. But the problem is our params are not going away, our doubts are not going away. We keep on repeating the same thing again and again. Param is there, the doubt is there. Till the time we will stay in the doubt, we will keep on doing these mistakes. And that too, we will do it hidden. Rakat Parda, under behind the curtain. Pache ji ki mani. And later, at the end, even if you want to hide, you cannot hide. Remember, we talked about the life review last time? When somebody dies, the first thing happens is life review. It's like on a big screen, your life is shown. Whatever you have done, good or bad, whatever is there, it's shown. Then you cannot hide. Then you will say, oh, no, I didn't do it. No, you cannot say that anymore because it's right in front of you. How will you deny? जित जित लाए तित तित लागे क्या को करे प्राणी. And Maharaj is saying, wherever he puts one person with, the person will do that. That's why never judge others. Always judge yourself. Whenever we are reading the Gurbani, we have to think about ourselves, our mind. Because Guru Pyareo, at the end of the day, nothing is in our hands. That's why we have to do the ardas. Which ardas? 30 times a day. Start doing it and life will change. Which ardas? Kam, krodh, ar, lobh, moh. बिनस जाए अहमेव नानक प्रभ शरणागति कर प्रसाद गुरुदेव. Once again, काम क्रोध अर लोभ मोह बिनस जाए अहमेव नानक प्रभ शरणागति कर प्रसाद गुरुदेव. I have this, we all have this काम क्रोध अर लोभ मोह, that lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego. But with your kirpa, you are gonna clean it for me. It's no longer there because of your grace. Binas jaya mev. It's going go away. It's gonna perish all these things. Because I have come to your sharan. I have come to your sanctuary. It has gone away. And Guru Pyare, when we will do that, it will actually go away. Because this is what the power of Gurbani is. This ardas is the Bani. But we need to know how to do the ardas, right? And then we're gonna learn in this retreat how to come out of this, come in the pure form. What is the pure form of all of us? Mantu Jot Swarup hai apna mool pachan. That is the pure form. O mind, you are the divine light. Recognize yourself. And then these stains, this filth is gonna go away. Baksh leho par Brahm Swami Nanak Sad Kurbani. Baksh leho. Forgive me, Vaheguru Sache Pasha. Par Brahm Swami, Nanak Sad Kurbani. I am sacrifice unto you. Because you have done the kirpa, you have done the grace, and I know you are going to forgive me. And remember that Vaheguru Ji is going to forgive us, no matter whatever we have done in our life. And when we'll connect, when we'll watch, when we will walk as per Gurbani, you will see, you will watch that everything changes. Everything change. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. हाँ जी गुरु प्यारे किसी का कोई सवाल एनी क्वेश्चंस
Hanji Viji, my question is, did I hear you right कि अगर एक सेकंड वास्ते भी कोई बैड थॉट साडे मन दे अंदर आंदा है, then you know eh, I don't know, I forgot कि भाई ओदे नाल की होंदा है. It's like a sin. Did I understand you correctly?
It's not we don't use the word sin.
Okay.
That thought is a thought. It's a filth. That filth is going to go with us forever unless
Okay.
we remove that, right? It's very
Hmm.
simple, Penji. You're absolutely right. So, for example, if there is a stain on our cloth, till the time we remove that stain, the stain is going to stick with us, isn't it? It's not automatically going to go away. We have to work
Right.
on that stain. Same
So
thing.
Vijay, my question is, but there are many times when I'm not even thinking about that person or that situation, but a bad thought comes to my mind. For example, and this is just real example, ki, I'm just doing my studying or doing dishes or something like that, and ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੋਭ ਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ. Oh my god, I would like to have what the other person has. So I was not even thinking about it, the thought just came. So is that,
See,
I mean, I can even control over it.
the only difference between other people and you is that you are honest. It happens with everybody. You are not the. That's why we have to remember Vaheguru all the time. We have to distract our mind from those thoughts. That's why wisdom of Gurbani is important. We know what is right and wrong.
Okay.
Before coming to the Sangat, we didn't knew. Before also it was happening, now also it is happening. But there is a difference. Difference is now we know that we should not think, we should not take these thoughts. And we have to improve ourselves. Once we will keep on improving, then these thoughts will keep on reducing. They'll not
Okay.
come. But it is a slow process. The more Simran we will do, the more wisdom we will take, more Sangat time we will spend. This is going to change. And then
Okay.
there are some traumas also, which we have to heal, right? And their marriage tells us how to heal those traumas also.
Okay.
Yeah.
ठीक है Vijay, thank you.
हाँ जी. Any other question, गुरु प्यारो किसी और दा कोई सवाल? All right. आओ जी सिमरन करिए. वाह, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. Why? Guru, why? Guru, why? Guru, सेवा
Guru,
करो जी.
Va, Guru, 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 ਵਾ ਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾ ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ 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 ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। वाहिगुरु जी हम अवगुण परे एक गुण नाही अमृत छाड़ बिखै बिख खाई माया मोह परम पै भूले सुत दारा स्यु प्रीत लगाई इक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत तह मिलंत जम त्रास मिटाई इक अरदास पाठ कीरत की गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई इक अरदास पाठ कीरत की गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਫੀ। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ